Ooh, honey, can somebody tell me how in the quad deal with this man? Rant about the issues, a hate page, yeah, a hate page. She keep on talking, she keep on lurking, keep on trying to break up, but they ain't working. Rant about the issues, a hate page, yeah, a hate page. All right, y'all. Honey, I don't know. Shout out to Bravo. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. I don't know how in the quad deal with this man, Dr.G. Quad did say this man used to put his hands on her, etc., etc. But let's play what his little. Now y'all know in the last episode, Quad man was like, I ain't going for that. I ain't going for that.
Oh, and I didn't press charges, but very, very pissed about the situation. I mean, somebody charging you, I mean, you're gonna be real pissed about it, And I don't take bullying, it's like I don't feel like it's cool. And the guys, they said they were gonna handle it, and that didn't work out. So it's just like, I really don't know how to feel about it. I can't stay locked in one emotional state, trying to move on, so there it is.
Do you feel like the men chose his side over yours?
In some ways I do. Yeah.
What's really good is I'm glad that we're able to provide you a platform to speak your truth. And because the show is about the women don't get paid to, they're pretty much the supporting cast members. And no, y'all do when it comes to
I don't think
you
so.
guys.
I don't think so. Like this whole thing with King and all them. I mean, these guys, they went and and I didn't press charges, but very, very pissed about the situation. I mean, somebody charging you, I mean, you're gonna be real pissed about it, And I don't take bullying, it's like I don't feel like it's cool. And the guys, they said they were gonna handle it, and that didn't work out. So it's just like, I really don't know how to feel about it. I can't stay locked in one emotional state, trying to move on, so there it is.
Do you feel like the men chose his side over yours?
In some ways I do.
You want to know why he feel like that? Because everybody always backed his ass up, his freaking milk dug head ass. Everybody has backed Dr. G up every time. When him and Quad was rocking it out and they was married and he's talking about, I want a baby. And Quad was like, no. Now, if Quad would have went and gave him a baby, everybody was like, oh, she's doing it for money, right? But because she didn't get that man a baby, everybody kept trying to pressure her. Y'all remember that? Certain people kept trying to pressure Quad, like, that's your husband. Why you won't give him a baby? If you see somebody, like if you see anybody like showing you red flags, why would you? Hello, somebody, anybody.
Embrace this guy like he's been around. Is Kurt. Like he's been around for a million years, and like they know my character. Like I
don't like her. I don't know her. I don't want to know her. I don't like her. Even on the episodes, like this lady didn't have no backbone. She just following him like a little poodle on a leash. Oh, baby, but why you so upset, baby? Why I can't say this? Why I can't do this? Like, I was like, what the hell? I'm so glad Quad got away from this dude. He come off like a nagging ass female. A nagging bitter female. That like a pick me energy. No. And he a whole dude. I
would go and try to blatantly disrespect anybody like that. And then I would take it to violence. I mean, that dude brought a lot of negative energy, yet they're trying to hear his side. I'm like, what the man? What is this? So it's like, if somebody did you like that, you wouldn't feel so cool, but, as a man, I think we don't get as sensitive about stuff like that. But I mean, that whole thing was some bullshit. Like all of them fellas, they didn't really back me up the way I would have thought. But at the same time, we did leave the island, so I wasn't there to really get but they already know my side of the story. They know me. They've known me for years. You know what I mean? But
it's hard though, because then Damon says the same thing. You should know me, or you should.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of like, does it seem like
embrace this guy like he's been
the whole season then the men weren't on your side, or were we just?
There have been times that I have been very surprised by the lack of support I've gotten from my.
Well, I think that you have to
friends.
understand that like some of the men, like their women are making this money, and so they don't want to go against
Well,
their.
The whole season
Man,
and then the men were we just?
There have
honey,
been times.
What happened last night? I'm gonna let that shit slide. All right.
Okay,
You don't need to speak to her no more.
I don't want to speak to her no
All
more.
right. So don't let it happen. All right. And then we ain't gonna have no problems.
Listen,
All right.
tell her to stop saying the shit that she says.
No, she can say whatever she want to say.
Not to me though.
Hold on.
Not to me.
No, she said whatever she
To
want
me.
to say.
How do you want me not to talk to her and then she can say shit to me?
I'm telling
Does that
you.
make sense to you?
If she says something to you, you address me. You don't speak to her.
Check ain't gonna let nothing pop off. No, but I just need you to stay with me. Shaq ain't finna let shit pop off.
You tell her. Don't be coming at.
my thing is, I'm gonna say this for real. I respect King for doing this because why is a whole man addressing a woman? So he basically going up to him, man to man. Ooh, all right, man to man with his 8-pack out and everything, shirt flying in the wind. On the beach, baby. Seeing all that chocolate just dripping, Lord. Honey, I know Dr.G was mad about that, honey, because he cannot take his shirt off, Lord. You'll see that bowling ball. Anyways, he like, you don't say nothing to her. He's like, so how she can say something to me? How she can say something to me? Right? You go tell your wife, hey, talk to her, and I talk, right? That's it. Like, how dude coming to you as a man, like, I can respect that because a lot of these dudes don't stand for shit. They ain't about shit. They don't stand for shit. They damn sure don't protect us at all. Most of them, okay? So this right here, Miss Quad. I bet that, never mind. I ain't even gonna say it. But I have a lot of respect for that because he's going directly to his face, even though he got to look down. And he's saying, like, no, if you have a problem with her, come to me. Let's discuss this man to man. And I love that because so many weak mother effers be out here arguing with women left, right, and sideways. You be looking like, what is this? Who this? Did I just lay down with my sister? Like, who is this? Who is this? Is your name Nancy? You know? So I have a lot of respect for her. I agree with this person right here. They saying they didn't, like, Dr. G did not expect anyone to take up a quad because the group has never done it. They don't never back her. I don't know why Quad be receiving so much hate, but yeah, no, like I really don't. Like even when she got her house, they like how she get that, how she do that, cause she ain't got a baby daddy, she ain't married to nobody, she did it by her damn self. And the women who leaning on men, right, who don't do anything, right? They was getting in a feelings. If you know who I'm talking about, put their name down in the comments. She was so mad. How did she do this? How did she get that? Now Quad does have her recipe book. Like she also has seasonings. She also been on talk shows and stuff like that. But
No, and
my bad. But to see like how this man reacted, like the whole time, you didn't see Quad react that way to old girl right here, right? But when Quad bring a man on here, and I guess because they like, oh yeah, a week, shit, 15 times a week or something like that. And then Dr. G and them say it twice, and Quad been talking about how her and this guy they talk about kids, having kids together. Now y'all know Dr. G wanted a kid with Quad for the longest. Quad was like, hell to the no, and I don't blame her. I really don't blame her because I feel like when you have a child with someone, and it's in a toxic environment and they seeing fights and arguments and all this other stuff within a household, they're going to think that's the normal. Then they're going to end up in some toxic bull-ish later in life, right? So, yeah, like Quad even said it's a man that allegedly put hands on her and all types of stuff. And the way how, like the energy that I seen in the last episode, yeah, somebody's like, why you getting that man face? Somebody also says, it's always the person with all the mouth who wants to be backed up. Exactly. I get feminine energy from this guy. I really do. It ain't like mm, 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 mm. I mean, two peas in a pod, honey. I guess I mean if it floats they boat, good for them. But no. I definitely don't agree with him. I definitely don't feel bad for him. Like, no, because a man came to you like a man, you should have reciprocated that same type of energy. But you like, oh, well, what about it? Like, I could, I don't even know how this lady right here doing it, but she has said, what, last season? I got that money and I need to take care of me a little bit, right? She was saying all type of little random little stupid shit. But girl, go off, honey. You wanted it. You went down the aisle with it to death do you apart. Now, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. And until next time.
Effort was amusing. Thought you knew I was unbreakable, confusing. You played in my face, but no place mad at my table. Can't sit with me, you ain't stable.